Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 2, Week 1, Day 7. So, final day of the first week. Of course, tomorrow night, we'll be going over everything with Chapter 2, Chapter 2, that's correct, related to the event and get all the tasks done then. However, we got spoilers to go over right now, as we do every Sunday night. So, actually, I didn't even bring them up yet. So, we'll do it live. Let's see. Easiest place to go to first is Gems of War, because the official forum post will tell us how to do the World Lore event. So we got that at least. Hello, Isabel, welcome. And hello, Original, welcome, welcome. Let's see, forum. Let's go drag it up. So to get there, you just go to gemswar.com, go under forum, and then look for the post. Did they not make one yet? There it is. No, that's not it. Hold up. Did they not remember to make a post? It is Sunday. Hold up. Let's see. Official news. They didn't make a post? Question mark. Oh, we can still go over the troops. So, we'll have to bring it up the other way. So, Terran's World. Plan B. Go to troops. That's not the way I wanted. And then we can see the troop that we're getting. So, tomorrow we are going to be getting this troop right here. I guess we'll use this version of it since we can't see the forum one. So we're getting the Royal Assassin for Mists of Scales. It's going to be a Mists of Scales event week. As far as what this thing does, it deals magic plus 3 damage to an enemy, and then deals 10 more if they are poisoned, disease, stunned, or curse. Wait. I've read that wrong. Hold up. Deal 10 damage for each poison, disease, stun, or curse effect on the enemy. So, theoretically, you could hit for, what, 40 additional damage? That's not too good. This could be insane in Arena. But aside from that, this thing is going to be pretty useless. He does have 75% mana start and stealthy. I don't really foresee this thing being used, though. It's a pretty small poke. And while it can get okay-ish damage with that extra 40, that's obviously very underwhelming in most situations, particularly later in the game. So other than Arena, I don't really foresee this thing really being used. And that's as far as all we're getting as far as troops. However, got a few other things going on next week. The most noteworthy one actually being on Wednesday, oddly enough. So if we go over to weekly event spoilers, this Tuesday we're going to be having the faction of Crypt. Not too noteworthy of a weapon here. It's basically the weaker version of Life and Death. Life and Death's right around the corner, so I would just save for that instead. Life and Death, I believe, is in 2 weeks from now, or 3 Tuesdays from now. 2 weeks, 2 days from now, essentially. 3 Tuesdays from now. Not this week's Tuesday, not next week's Tuesday, but that following Tuesday should be Life and Death, so keep an eye out for that. You can get it either for a small handful of gems, a couple hundred, or for the normal cost. It's only available on that Tuesday, though. The one this Tuesday is pretty underwhelming. It's basically just a weaker Life and Death. Anyways, so we got this Tuesday. Wednesday, other than the normal pet that we're going to be getting, which is 40 Snake Lit, which I believe is just a Mists of Scales bonus. No, it's Naga bonus, which is still just as useless. But the more interesting thing, Arena. In the most recent patch, last Tuesday, we ended up getting, obviously, an Arena rework, and most of it you probably wouldn't even really notice much changes, especially if you don't touch Arena. However, one of the biggest changes that the most recent patch made is there's a new event called the Valor event or Arena event, either or I guess is technically correct. But basically it's an Arena event where you earn Valor, and this Valor gives you quite a few decent loots along the way. We don't know exactly what the interval will be or what kind of rates we can get on it. However, the most noteworthy reward that is available is writs. Writs are of course used to craft any deed in the entire game, including Imperials if you want. It's going to be rather interesting, as this will be the first time ever that deeds are infinitely farmable. They have yet to ever be infinitely farmable, and for the first time they will be as of this Wednesday, assuming we are getting that event. Seems very likely. We'll definitely have to do a little bit of grinding throughout the day then. On that day, we don't normally do a morning-ish stream on Wednesdays for Gems of War. However, we might have to this time around, because we want to get on that Arena grind. It's basically like a one-day Vault event in a sense. So we'll see how that pans out, though we might get tired of Arena very quickly. Because it is Arena after all. That hasn't changed. If anything, it's just gotten more annoying. But yeah, we'll definitely have to do that to some degree. And of course, we'll go over it once it gets to that point. Other than that, Thursday, we got a class event for Assassin. Assassin's not that bad. It's really luck-based, so it generally isn't used. However, it's actually a decent hero class. It's just too luck-based to normally bother bringing out. And other than that, this weekend we do have a Vault event. So speaking of a Vault event, we actually do have an actual one this weekend. So a lot of Gems of War grinding this week. Not only can you infinitely grind on Wednesday, but you can infinitely grind on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Meaning almost every day this week there will be something different to infinitely grind. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, the only days that wouldn't have something is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday then. And Monday we just have the tasks for a campaign. Tuesday we have the delve, and Thursday you can just skip the class event. Thursday doesn't have anything interesting. Actually, for Fall Guys we do. So we do something for Fall Guys that day. But yeah, Wednesday and this weekend should be the most interesting for Gems of War this week, that's for sure. Especially since the Monday's not bringing in that much. We're not getting anything good from the campaign, which reminds me, I still haven't bought in the pass. I need to go do that. There's nothing good in the rewards yet, so I haven't bothered yet. Because we haven't had anything we need to go over in it until soon. And yeah, obviously we'll do the Vault event quite a bit. But anyways, that's everything that we got going on. So basically, Arena event this Wednesday, Vault event this weekend, starting from Friday, going through the entire thing. This is the most noteworthy things to keep an eye out on. Other than that, why is there not a forum post? Am I blind, or is there just no forum posts? Does anyone else see it? I don't see any new forum posts going over how to do the game mode. We'll just have to go over it tomorrow night, as we always do, but we won't be able to right now because they didn't make a post. They always make a post around this time, like about an hour before we start our stream. But no, it's not here, unless I'm blind. But they have not made a new post for the event. Latest news at top? Really? I don't see it. Not it, 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 not it. Where? I don't see it. Latest. I don't see it. Someone recruiting for the guild. Well, 2 pinned things. Then someone recruiting for guild. Oh, here it is. Aha! Okay. So someone made their own post because it wasn't posted here yet. Ah, thank you for that. I shall leave a like. Oh yeah, I'm not logged in. Well, we'll like you later. I forgot. And I completely forget the password for it. Anyways, let's see. So it's posted on their website, but they forgot to post it on the forum. But anyways, there are 6 battles. Scale of Justice. There are 6 battles that players can encounter during the event. Scale Assassin. I almost thought that said Mint. Mist Assassin. That would be funny. A Mint Assassin. Mist Assassin. Cobra. Viper. Uryali. And Mombasera. The first 4 battles to appear are randomly chosen, but they'll have an equal chance of appearing on the map. Then a battle will appear against either Uryali or Mombasera. After that, all battles reset, and you'll need to fight another 4 battles to spawn either Uryali or Mombasera. So that seems pretty consistent. So if you have one of those for your thing, you can easily go and farm those out by basically luring them out through the World Lore event. So if one of our objectives is like kill 5 Uryali, yeah, you'll want to focus on the World Lore event to do that. Anyways, as far as scoring, you get a bunch of antidotes, each one worth 20 points. Scale Assassin gives 1 antidote. Oh wait, what's the difference with treasure? Treasures are worth 4 points, antidotes are worth 20. So Scale Assassin is worth 20 points. Mist Assassin is worth 20 points. Cobra is worth 24. Math? Yeah, 24 points. The Viper is worth 24 points. The Uryali is worth 40 points. And the Mombasera is worth 8 times 4. Math. That's 36. That's weird. But yeah, Uryali is worth slightly more than Mombasera. That is so weird how that's scaled, because it's like using different resources, but it's actually like more or less. But that actually is in order. So it's 2020, 24, 24. Or sorry. Sorry, it's 2020, 16, 16, 40, and 36. Or 32. I can't do math today. That's so weird. So yeah, it's 2020, 16, 16, 40, and then 32. That's so weird. Why can't they just make that the points? Also, each antidote is worth... There's also a multiplier in some of these. Hold up. The battle against Scale Assassin, Mist Assassin, and Uryali each drop a variable number of antidotes, on average about 1.18 times the base amount. So those are going to upscale quite a bit. meaning our Yali is definitely going to be better. So that basically means the best 3 rooms are Scale Assassin, Mist Assassin, and our Yali. With Mombasira always being taken as well whenever you see it, because it kind of appears like the Uriali once every like 5 battles or so. So yeah, you definitely want to prioritize all the ones that essentially have an antidote then, as they do scale potentially the amount of antidotes you get based on what level you do them at. So that's the main thing you'll need to pay attention to. So doing a highest level does matter. Technically only matters for Scale Assassin, Mist Assassin, and Uriali. So basically everything that says Assassin and Uriali are the main ones that upscale. So the other ones you theoretically could do at a lower level. However, I might still just take it for the highest. And so basically that makes it so Cobra and Viper are the 2 rooms you want to avoid the most. Whereas Scale Assassin, Mist Assassin, basically everything else is what you want to prioritize. Basically, as long as you don't take Cobra or Viper, you should be fine. As long as you take Uriali or Mombasira immediately, and you ignore Cobra and Viper, that's all you really have to do. It's a very simplified version of this post. Anyways. They're late. They didn't make their posts. How could they? Anyways, we got several things we need to go do. One of the biggest ones being we need to go finish out arena. I'm not arena. We need to go finish out not this one, though I do want to go claim the reward. We need to go finish out Bounty Hunter. Still haven't done that yet. Also, let me go make chat bigger. I can't even see chat right now as I was going through that. It's up, but it's so small. I can't read it with my horrible vision. Hello everyone. Let me start from the top. Hello Isabel. Hello Original. Hello Steve. Hello Cookie. Hello Thing2. Do I play Fortnite? No. However, I have been playing Spellbreak a little bit. It's kind of like a Fortnite clone, but with a casting system. Reminds me a lot more of MOBAs than a Battle Royale shooter, and I kind of like that. Even though it technically is a shooter, and I'm normally not a huge fan of shooters, it plays very similarly to that of a MOBA, just in more of a 3D space. Let's see. Hello, Captain. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Matt. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, Jefferson. Yeah, I couldn't do math. Thank you for that. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Michael. And hello, everyone else. It is always bad to try doing live maths. There we go. Let's go claim our orb from this. Hopefully it's a blue. That is very much not a blue. Also, hello, U7. Welcome. And now let's go do Bounty Hunter. So we should hopefully be able to finish Bounty Hunter. We are on the luckier side right now as far as Val Ravens. There's basically luckier side and then average. And hopefully we still stay on the luckier side, because if we don't, I'm not sure if that's enough to make leaderboard. We'll find out. I sure hope so. It looks like we'll be in a multi-way tie in 63rd place. Is there a tie above them? Yes. No. Not sure. Is it 603,000? Kind of looks like it. There's a couple there. So we might get a multi-way tie there. However, it seems less likely based on the numerical number of people that have gotten that Valraven compared to the number that are in a gigantic ultra-way tie right over there. So we'll see if we get luckier or unluckier. But it really just comes down to Valraven. We're definitely getting at least one Valraven. Total number is up in the air. We will need extra magic for this, and we're kind of good to go. Also, hello, Hanty. Hello, Chris. Hello, Bill. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And hello, Artless as well. Welcome. Wait, let's go do Arena. I mean, Bounty. I keep calling it Arena. Let's go finish out Bounty. We're still using the same thing we have been all week. Werewolf, Tagraki Warrior, Rift Lynx, and Armored Borlet. And it's been working out very well. We haven't lost once. We haven't lost a Valraven once. Also, my live chat counter is working all of a sudden again. That thing is so weird. I do not understand why. Both the chat and that counter just magically love to stop working and start working for no reason whatsoever. I haven't changed a single thing with it, and it's like, oh, I want to start working again, even though it hasn't for like the last 3 or 4 days. It is very weird, and I'm not aware of anything I can even do to really make it work. It just decides if it feels like working on a given day or not. Let's see, we'll take that over. We can actually Werewolf kill him by targeting 2 reds, so I'm actually going to do that, oddly enough. I mean, 2 skulls. And we can do that right now before he even gets a hit down, however, I probably shouldn't. I don't think his ability is that intimidating. It's just a poke. He's hitting on barrier anyways. So we'll kill this out all the way. Oddly enough, we can actually kill him right now with this, which is a weird way for him to die, but that does end up taking him out. What do we want for mana here? I'm going to try for Sky Skull for extra turn. Didn't get it, but letting him have that's perfectly fine. Did I miss a turn there? Apparently. I'll go throw that down, throw another poke, and should pretty much be good to go. Just need to get the Werewolf up, and that will mana generate for our entire team. Problem with that, though, there is no way to do that, so we might just have to poke it a billion times, or do that. It still doesn't give us full mana, though. You know what? I will take the poke. Nothing else. Maybe we could press physical damage on him. Well, we'll see. We'll take the green for now. We can go throw this down over here and get a bunch of red going. We can then go take a skull, and I'll kill it off for pretty much anything. Okay, 1 down, several to go. We got at least 4 or 5 more battles left, because we're definitely going to find 1 Valraven. Finding the second Valraven is rather questionable, but hopefully we do. Hello, Captain! Welcome! First time catching you live, glad you could catch it. Early hours for morning here. Oh, yeah, the nightly stream that we do every single time at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is, yeah, it somewhat works bad for some time zones, unfortunately. However, we might be doing an early stream this Wednesday. We're going to be having an arena event, supposedly, this Wednesday. It'll be the first one we ever have. Curious to see how that exactly ends up panning out. But, oh, hold up. That's an extra turn. Let me grab that. But we'll see how that goes and go over it the entire time. Should be a lot of fun. I'll throw that down. It'll be the first time ever that deeds are infinitely farmable. To what capacity and rate we'll be able to get them, who knows. I'm not sure if it'll really be worth doing, given that, yes, we might be able to get them, but the rate at which you get them might be so slow that it's not really worth it. We'll have to see. For all we know, it could take like an hour to even get 1 deed. Which I wouldn't be surprised is the case, but we'll find out soon exactly how it's scaled. Also, we need to get good at Arena again. We haven't needed to be good at Arena for a very, very, very exceedingly long time. And we basically need to completely relearn Arena at this point, given how much different all the troops are. The main strategy for it is just take the biggest boost ratios. Boost ratios are very overpowered in Arena because they're scaled for mid-game. And Arena is, in theory, early game with how it's set up. So anything that's very strong in early game is very strong in Arena, and that includes almost every good boost ratio in the game, particularly ones that don't boost on stats but boost based on a static amount of something, like X amount of gems on the board or some kind of condition that isn't specifically stats. Tend to be the best things to get, especially if they have really high boost ratios. Yeah, the only arena we did so far was to get that one achievement. However, you can theoretically farm it 3 times every single day. Doing so will give you an offer. Also, one odd thing about the arena event, if I'm not mistaken, it gives you an offer every single time. Normally, it's a limit of 3 per day. However, if I'm not mistaken, though we haven't had it yet, I believe it gives you infinite offers when you do it through a Valor event. So if anyone's looking to hunt down a pet to go get it maxed for a kingdom, these Valor events might be insanely overpowered for doing so. Because not only is it cheaper to buy pets via the daily offer than it is to buy during whenever you find a pet from a battle, or, you know, when your guild end up activating it. But you also get 10% off on it whenever it triggers there. And while that doesn't save you much, if it's a single pet, it would be 45 gems instead of 50. And in the 3 pet case, it'll be 135 gems instead of 150. And that can definitely add up if you're planning on doing that multiple times to go max out a pet. That can save you overall about almost 1,000 gems compared to if you were doing it alternatively. So definitely not a small amount. Let's see. Although it only saves you about 200 if you're looking at specifically the 10% saving. But if you're referring to the full savings relative to if you were to get it whenever a pet is active, it saves about closer to 1,000 gems, even slightly more. Because it's kind of luck-based how much you get when you do it through a pet event. Whereas, obviously, when you're buying them through the thing, it's guaranteed that you're getting either 1 or 3, depending on if you're getting the 50 gem or 150 gem pack. Yes, weekly bonus does apply. Any 10% or 20% stats does apply to Arena. You can try drafting with that in mind. There's no way to give this to your hero. It used to be possible to give it to your hero, however, they have removed that feature. Because that used to be way too broken, giving 20% stats to your hero, obviously. But it does still work for troops, so it is something to keep an eye out for. Because, yeah, 20% in Arena is actually pretty strong, even though it's only like 1, 2, 3 stats, depending on their stats. Extra, that can be quite a bit, given that Arena stats are relatively low, so any extra that you can get tends to be good. Next week, we don't know exactly what the restriction will be, or the bonus, I mean. However, it is very likely to have a bonus of Naga and Missive Scales. That's not guaranteed that will be the thing, but it's very likely to be that. It could also be Rogue and Naga, because of the next troop is an assassin, so it might be under that category. But yeah, Nagas for sure should have 10% next week. I think the second category might be Rogue, just because of the troop that we're getting. Also, keep in mind, not every Valor event, but some Valor events, they will give you, like, a troop to use during it. I'm not sure exactly how this works, if you could, like, replace it or if you have to use it, if it's kind of like almost like a bounty captain in that sense. But, yeah, we'll kind of have to find out once it happens. But there are some events where they will, like, give you an option to use every single time. It might be the same option, or it might just be from a certain category, like Nagas, for example. Yeah, with Fit the Thema next week. So, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see exactly how that works. Because that could be good if it's actually a decent troop that you could use every single time. Because that can make things a lot more consistent if you guarantee you get something that's not completely useless. Like if it gave you a Marilith, for example. That'd be huge if you could, like, just auto-draft a Marilith into your team. Not the absolute best thing that you can get from there, but in the sense of arena, it should be pretty powerful. If you can actually get it. Okay. So we have 2 battles left. We're kind of hoping for a Valraven here. We kind of need it. I don't think we make Leaderboard without it, so we definitely need it. There it is. Now the question is, do we get another Valraven after this Valraven? Because this should be for average. Above average would be getting another Valraven. We would only be hitting average if this is the only Valraven we are getting. That's still technically enough to make Leaderboard. However, we might get overtaken because we'll be in a multi-away tie. And I believe even if you're in a multi-away tie dipping underneath the Leaderboard, it still counts. And what I mean by that is if you are in tied for, let's say, like 200 people, we're tied for 85th place. All those people would get the reward, if I'm not mistaken, even though they don't technically show up on the leaderboard itself, but they're tied in a position that is on the leaderboard itself. I believe that is the case. I haven't seen it happen for a very long time, so we'll kind of be testing that theory on Monday, because we're probably going to be in a multi-way tie for what should be like some kind of 80th position or so, and it's going to be like a 30, 40, 50-way tie or something. But we should still get the loot, even if it dips under the leaderboard. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That was actually a complete waste of a turn. Doesn't really matter much, though. It's still enough to kill. Oh, hello, John! Hello, Mobarashi. Welcome, welcome. Oh, hello, Hong Ping Mike. Welcome. How can you get those 2 Urskia troops from last campaign? Glory Gem Guild and VIP keys, or where they are located. I'm not 100% certain if they've been added back to a drop table. Some people earlier said yes. However, I haven't really opened any keys yet to confirm. Yeah, they would be in Glory Gem Guild and VIP key drop table. I would highly advise waiting until the next Mythic comes out, so the first Friday of next month, before you bother doing that, because you're going to passively likely want to try for the Mythic anyway, so save your keys for then. And then when you're trying to get the new Mythic, you'll have a chance of getting those. Well, I guess technically you won't be able to get the other Mythic then if you wait till then, but you'd be able to get the Shade of Karandera with that method. Obviously, yeah, you would have to wait till... actually, you could wait till... obviously not a Mythic exclusive week to go get the other one. Otherwise, it'll be blocked by the other thing. Though, do keep in mind a chance of randomly getting the Karandera, the Mythic, from a random key is exceedingly unlikely. Realistically, if you want Karandera, there's only 2 options. Use event keys when it's an Urskia event, which will be a very long time from now, or use 4,000 diamonds. I would not advise trying to get Karandera via Glory Gem Guild and VIP keys, even when it comes into drop table, or if it already is. It's just not worth it, just because the amount of resources that you would have to burn through and the amount of other mythics that have a chance of dropping, the chance that you would specifically get it is near 0, so I wouldn't really advise. Diamond's pretty much the only realistic way, unless it has an event sometime within the next several months. It just had one recently, so it's going to be a little while, in which case you can event key for it, but that's a while from now. Next week's event key is pretty useless. It's Uriali and... does Mrs. Scales have a second mythic? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's Uriali and Mambarasha, or whatever that thing is. They even mentioned it during the event. They're both pretty useless. Both the Mrs. Scales mythics. So you could probably skip event keys next week. They're pretty bad. I'll throw that down. I remember when you used to be good. However, you technically would be good in Arena. If you saw that thing in an Arena, it would be worth picking up Ranger. It's a pretty solid damage source with a decent boost ratio. It's seen better days, but in the context of Arena, it's actually still insanely good. So worth considering picking it up if you end up seeing that in your drafts. Keep an eye out for that. And you're dead. Yes, if you somehow had every single person in the game tie for first, every single person would get 700 gems and a power orb. There have been multi-way ties in the past. However, the amount of coordination that requires to do is exceedingly hard, near impossible. However, yes, it is technically possible for every single person in the entire game to every single event tie for a power orb and 700 gems. Obviously, if the game ever got to this point, they would obviously patch it. However, they did mention in the past that it is perfectly fine with game rules if you get a multi-way tie and coordinate a multi-way tie. There is nothing in the game. They have nothing against this. They probably will if it was ever to be exploited to the point where literal hundreds of people did it every single week. But as it currently stands, yeah, they have nothing against like tens of dozens of people like trying to get a tie. This is very hard to coordinate though, and is very rarely ever done, but it is possible. And it is allowed as well. Let's see. We'll go for that. It happened a lot during the beginning of the Switch version. I don't think it does anymore in the Switch version. I haven't really been paying attention to most of the leaderboards, but I'm pretty sure most months it does not happen. I'm not sure what the record is for most amount of ties on any given day. Or any given event, I mean. I know it's hit double digits before. I'm not sure if it's ever hit over 20. But it's in some pretty big numbers in the past. I'll take that over. Hello, Defiant. Welcome. What do we go for here? We'll go for... Oh, yeah, you have stealthy, don't you? Hello. That's a thing. Luckily, we can get most of our reds back right here. So it shouldn't matter too much. That's a slight mistake. Getting of stealthy for the billing of time this weekend. Such a useless troop that you would never really think about. I keep forgetting that it has stealthy. Okay, so if we get unlucky here, we don't get a Valraven. If we get lucky, we get a Valraven. If we get a Valraven here, there's no way we won't make leaderboard. Well. Okay, well, now we get to see what happens when we get a multi-way tie. So we're still probably going to get the reward. However, we're going to be in a ridiculously large tie with a billion other people. Let's see. I'll take that, I guess. Doesn't really matter too much. Let's take one of them at least. Take that over. Try to get some red going. I'll throw a Tograki at you. A little overkill there. I'll take some green. Need to get a big burst of your mana going, so we'll do that. We'll go throw this down onto a double red right over there, or double skull, I mean, for a bunch of red. Does this give him full mana, so we can go kill this out. Let him do whatever here. Let him do whatever again. We can then go through a Pokety-Poke. Actually, 2 Pokety-Pokes. I'm going to take a little bit of mana here so we can get his big mana accumulation. Oh, I should have taken Skull there. Whoops. Because he could already be dead, pretty much. I need to find a green or a blue. Those are the main objectives we want to try hitting right now, both of which don't appear to be anywhere on the board. And the second they were, he denies it, of course. Why would he not? Let's see. Takes a Skull Poke there, double Skull Poke. We get what we need, though, and then we should be matched. We deny some red there, but we get so much back that it's not going to matter. Then we throw both of these, and that is Bounty Hunter. And that is also leaderboard for Bounty Hunter. There we go. And now we are in a gigantic multi-way tie. So we now have 471,000 points. We are now in a ultra tie for 63rd place. The number of people that currently are in 63rd place is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, Edge, Cookie from my guild, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and myself, 37. There is a 37-way tie, because mine hasn't refreshed yet. There's a 37-way tie for 63rd. And the reason for that, that's flawless tier 6, is basically what that is. If you bought tier 6 and lost no Valravens and did 30 times multiplier the entire time, that would yield you most likely 471,000 points. It is possible to have gotten lucky and gotten one more Valraven, but a good majority of people fell right there for 471,000 for a 37-way tie. Yeah, I could have just counted the other place. I didn't need to count every single one. True. Oh well. Anyways, so that's that. Bounty Hunter complete. We should make leaderboard off of that. Anyways, next order of business. Let's go clear out our dailies. Then we'll go hand out a code. And then we'll maybe mess with Explore a little bit, because we're actually pretty close to that achievement now. We're not all the way there yet, but we are right on top of it. We're at, I believe, 91? 92 out of 100. All we have to do is gold 8 more troops, and we're there. Unfortunately, we are like all out of anything to go upgrade with. We're barely even going to be getting any seasons this Monday because I even used my medal already from the previous events. So yeah, we're like zeroed out on medals right now, but we need 8 more. And once we max out 8 more troops, boom, we will finally have that achievement. This will have on Wednesday, and this will have this weekend, hopefully. We will get lucky enough to get it. So we might actually be able to finish out all the achievements this week. This one might not get done in time. Well, you never know. But this one should be done on Wednesday, and this one, if we get lucky enough, should be done this weekend, which we can get from the Vault event. What troop is he using? Which one are you referring to? Tigraki? Tigraki Warrior was the main bounty troop we were using. It's a very strong option for Bounty Hunter. It's pretty much like the Bounty Hunter troop. It deals damage, true damage, boosted by their armor. And this is by far the highest damage source Bounty Hunter troop in the game. There are very few Bounty Hunter troops that are decent, and he's one of the few, and has the highest damage output of any of them in the game for it. So he tends to be used every single Bounty Hunter, unless you're using a different damage source and running with 3 troops. But later in the game, you can get away with just running 4, and whenever you do, you always run Tigraki. Unfortunately, you can't use multiple just because you get penalized in Bounty Hunter if you do, because it only counts the bonus for each unique bounty troop. So unfortunately, you can't just spam him. But yeah, he's really insanely good for bounty. Pretty much every bounty uses him. Can't think of one where we haven't for a very long time. Ever since we did 4 times bounty troops. Like if you're doing 4 times bounty troop, he's always in your team. There's not a single exception to that. Unless they add stuff into the future that would make it so. As it currently stands, if you're running 4 times bounty, 100% of the time you always run Tigraki Warrior in your team. Because he carries every single bounty event. I hope we do eventually get an alternative to him at some point. For now, he is very good. And even if we get an alternative, he'll still be very good. Hopefully if we do get an alternative, they could both be used on the same team. I have a feeling whatever it is might not synergize too well with Tigraki. It might be like a physical damage upscaling troop or something. Or maybe skull-based or something. But if anyone has any questions, anything you want me to go over, let me know. I'll make sure to go over it all. What do we need here? We'll go for Explosion. Go get a Phoenicia down. Bunch of white pet food. We have so much pet food right now. Like being drowned in pet food. You watched the 11-hour stream for Fall Guys today. You were thoroughly entertained. Can't you throw people off the edge on memory game? Yes, there's actually a new strategy I've been doing recently for that game. Due to latency issues with that game, of the game not really updating your location 100% accurately all the time, one really weird strategy that you can do is stand on the corner of the map and jump up right when they're about to try grabbing for you. If you do this at the right time, they'll keep pushing forward thinking that they're grabbing you and then like fall right off the course because they're remaining that forward momentum, even though you jumped over their head. And it will kill them pretty often. And even if they don't go all the way off the course, you can do it to then push them off because they'll be so close to the ledge and basically counter grab them since they'll be facing the wrong direction. We've done that on accident when we were AFKing once before. However, I've been starting to use that as a natural strategy. It normally gets an extra kill or 2. Sometimes you can even get good players killed with it if they're not aware of the strategy. Also, Diamond Day for Soulforge or Dungeons, of course. Definitely make sure to go grab that. Let's see, we'll throw that down. But yeah, our next Fall Guys stream will be, I guess, Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday, we'll probably just mess around with stuff. And Thursday, we're actually getting a new game mode. Or not a new game mode in the sense like a new map, but a new, like that new thing where they added where you get like a category of different maps. And we'll be messing with that. Because there should be a lot of really fun stages in it. Because it should be all the slime stages. Which means we'll get things like Slime Climb, Jump Showdown, Hexagon, stuff like that. Everything that has slime on it. Rollout, stuff like that. Assumably. Like all the ones that have a slime death pit. So Thursday should be a lot of fun. Let's see. And also, of course, I already have the pass done. That was done technically off stream, but I've had that done since like Friday night, was it? I don't even remember. Saturday night, Friday night. Also, I didn't even know they actually reduced the amount of fame you need to complete out the pass. It was 35,000 on season 1, and it was only 26,000 this time. I was wondering why it seemed like it went so much quicker. And I kind of just assumed it was because we were playing so much better, because we technically were. But it was also because they lowered the amount of points you even need to get it done, oddly enough. Anyways, let's go do some Explore 12 now, because we need to go and farm for the last 8 medals. All I have to do is medal 8 more troops, and we'll finally get that achievement. And even once we do that, we obviously need to still keep going, because we need to go and get these things upgraded in order to have what's the word I'm looking for? But Kingdom Stars. We need it for Kingdom Stars. Because bronze elite levels are required as early as, I believe, level 22. And while obviously we don't have a level 22 kingdom yet, there are some that within a single event will reach the point where for the first time ever you will be required to have elite levels for kingdom progression. So keep in mind, the very early ones are going to be pretty easy. For example, 5 bronze is super ridiculously easy, since all you have to do is do the very first level. However, 10 silver is around 25, and I think as deep as like 28 or so, you got to get 20 gold. Actually, I think it might be all the way at 30, you might need 20 gold. So that's ages from now, but still, they go really high. The requirements, I forget exactly what levels they fall, but you'll eventually need 5 bronze, 10 silver, 15 gold, and 20 gold. I believe it was 22, 25, 28, and 30, if I'm not mistaken. With bronze being 22, silver being 25 for 10 of them, 28 being 15 gold, and 30 being 20 golds. But you will require them at some point. And while 20 gold seems really intimidating for a single kingdom, keep in mind, not only will we have a bunch more troops, many of which might be lower rarity, but also we're talking like literally 4 or 5 years into the future. So that's very far from now. The mechanic hasn't even been in the game for a year yet. The whole elite level thing. Also, did we just get them? How on earth did we just get demolished so hard? No, don't start all the way over. Gosh, that just absolutely obliterated us. It happens, though. That's the problem with using Slayer compared to Dragon Guard. While it is a lot quicker, gosh, is it very, very, very high chance to die. I just realized I'm using the Skylo version. No wonder why we're dying so easily. The Thrall version is actually more consistent for not dying. However, this is technically max speed quicker, but his speed per hour is actually slower, so I should probably go replace that for Thrall, because his team is actually slower. Oh, gosh, can you not kill us with that? Let me go Thrall. No. Okay, let me replace that with Thrall. Skylo's only for speed running. Thrall is 1,000 times more consistent, even though we could still die. Okay, there we go. Hello, Barbara! Welcome! Glad I can make it. Just farming some Explore 12 after we finished out everything else. If anyone still has any other questions, do let me know. But yeah, biggest thing happening next week are the a lot of farming. There's going to be a lot of farming instances next week. Wednesday we have our first ever Arena Valor event, and this weekend we have Vault event. So if you have free time this week, great time to be farming. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All going to be great days for it. We'll take that over. Grab all that mess. Get our explosion. Get herself a kill over there. Take the other thing over. Get her destroy. And he's dead. And, or not. Or not. And now he's dead. We could always flame referred and then taken a skull, but he has 20% dodge, and I don't think we had enrage at the time. Actually, we might have. We pretty much have perpetual enrage. Because every time we get a kill, we get one. So unless we like hit a skull and it doesn't kill like that, it's like the only time. And the only time that would happen is if they're not burned. Hello, Bushka! Welcome. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing any speedrunning attempts for a little while. Because I want to get the last of our gold medals in. Not just that, but having extra stats from the pass is also pretty helpful. And even though we did get a change in the most recent patch that makes things quicker, it's still not enough compared to the extra stats. Oh gosh, we just lost a troop. However, the alternative, of course, is to man accumulate this thing into oblivion. Let's see, we'll take that over. So we can just kill him with skulls and kill the other one with instant kill, and we should be fine. As long as Zugov doesn't die on us. Come on now. Will we have to solo Leprechaun? We're going to have to bring out the almighty solo Leprechaun. He has carried many games before, and he might have to carry us again. Is it solo Leprechaun time? Almost. Oh gosh, that almost came close to him dying. Oh, he still dies. Solo Leprechaun! See, told you. Solo Leprechaun time. There we go. Wait, did we just get 4 medals? Was I looking at that right? What? You should only be able to get 3. We're going crazy. How many medals was that? Let's see. Where's the 20%? Also, let me watch the replay. Wait, what? Oh, no. It was 1 times, but it showed as new. I thought it showed, like, 2 medals for that. It just showed that it was new. Aha. Okay. That's the main thing that threw me off. It was 3 different medals all at 1. I thought the one that said new was 2. Okay, that makes sense then. There's just 3 ones. Okay, I thought it was a 2, a 1, a 1. I was going to say, that's impossible. I guess 3 is the most you can ever get from a single chest. Yeah, if anyone's losing any other questions, let me know. Also, I need to go hand out a code. I didn't do that earlier. Whoops, I'm going to go do that right now. As soon as you finish out this battle. Oh, I should take an extra turn there. Whoops. Why'd I do that? Here's your skull. Let's see. I'm just going to destroy and just get Zugov man at this point. Probably be easier. And you're dead. Okay, let me go hand out a code. Code time! Let me go find it. Code is right there. The one we handed out last time was that one, so this is the one to hand out this time. We put this right over here. Here you guys go. Click paste right in there. Put the whole thing over here. And here you guys go. Use this on gemsawar.com, reach the game code section, or simply click on that link and open in a new tab. Give same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says right over here is what you put in for the invite code. Whatever your game says there. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with P6. And yeah, gives the same loot. The main thing being the 1 gem key, of course, and only usable on PC mobile version of the game. And there you guys go. Enjoy. Okay, let's keep going. I do that 100 is sweating so hard right now. I'm pretty sure he's not going to make it. The lowest score that's going to make leaderboard is multi-way tie 431,000 or 11,000, whatever it was. That like 37-way tie, which is probably going to be like a 40+ way tie by the time the event ends. But if you don't have at least that as your score, you're not going to make leaderboard. So anyone below that will not make leaderboard. So if anyone didn't do tier 6 flawless, they're not going to make leaderboard. Unless they got tier 7. But tier 6 flawless is minimum for making leaderboard this bounty event. Which I believe is always pretty much the case. That it requires tier 6 flawless. Because most people don't bother going deeper than that unless they're really trying for leaderboard. And it is possible to do it for cheaper than that. But now that blue orbs are now more enticing, more people will probably try going for that multi-way tie. And generally in a given week, not enough people will try going further than that. So it kind of works out. And you kind of hope that that doesn't happen. You need less than 100 people in the game to go for tier 7. If that happens, everyone who went tier 6 will multi-way tie if they went flawless. Unless Valraven luck ruins it, because it's possible to some people to have better Valraven luck by 1 Valraven. And I think there were 6 people that ended up doing that on leaderboard. Actually, I think it was 3 by the end of it, which was pretty small. Which which means there was only like a 5% chance or so. We got the bad luck on Friday, but then we were ahead on Saturday, but then we were even with pretty much everyone else by today. Ooh, that was a big miss. Very unfortunate. I don't even have a skull follow-up here. However, we can go throw this down, ideally get an extra turn, and then destroy it with a Zugoff. That's enough skulls that we should land an extra turn, even if it didn't. It doesn't really matter, he's already dead. There we go. But yeah, I think by the end of this weekend, we might have every achievement in the game again. Because there's a very good chance we'll be able to go get all the medals that we need. Because not only will we be farming medals up to that point, of course, a little bit here and there, but on the weekend itself, even though we might be farming like Explore 5, Explore 6 or something like that, we're still going to be getting quite a few tokens every single time. And while it's not as much as, of course, doing Explore 12, it still does add up very quickly to be a decent amount of upgrades. It doesn't matter how low rarity they are, because we can just upgrade low rarity troops, of course. So lower rarity medals don't really have much of an impact. It matters more how many medals we're getting than the rarity of them. Yeah, we need an epic Vault Key. However, Vault Event Weekend is this weekend, so theoretically we have a chance of getting epic Vault Key. Obviously, it's not guaranteed that we'll get an epic Vault Key this weekend. However, we can hope. We'll find out. We'll farm as much as we normally do for it. And get to about pity 9 keys. Of course, the pity keys don't have any chance of really giving them to you. Well, I guess if you open them. And we could also open some of our Vault Keys, too, during the event. Because I believe Heart of Rage is in drop table now. So we can get some Heart of Rages. If nothing else. Oh, why did I not kill it? I had a skull there. Whoops. Whoops, whoops. He'll do a thing. We'll hit him back, and he's dead. But yeah, we'll be hunting for epic Vault Key this weekend, as well as all the normal loot. Vault event starts on Friday and goes the normal time for all 3 days. And we're sitting on like 250 Vault Keys right now, not even counting what we get from this weekend, so I should be able to help us as well. Because it is possible to find an epic Vault Key when using a normal Vault Key. While this is exceedingly rare, it can happen. It's also possible to find a Vault Key in a Vault Key, which I always find kind of funny. I've had it happen about 5 or 6 times or so. It's always funny when you find a Vault Key in a Vault Key. But it is possible that that Vault Key could be an epic Vault Key as well when you find it in a Vault Key. It's been confirmed to happen. It's very rare, but it can happen. And this match. Also, we could just take a skull, I think. He was still burning. Oh, there we go. Not sure if he even was burning, so safety precautions to kill it that way. Safest way to go about it. Oh, I could have taken yellow with that. Not really needed, though. You got mine in a PvP match. How rare is that? During an event or when it wasn't an event? That's pretty rare. So, many people have gone. It's out of the event. That's super rare still. I'm still hunting for mine. We'll get it eventually. Hopefully this weekend's finally the time. The epic Vault Key isn't even that good. It's only about 3 times better than a normal Vault Key. Yet it's over like 10 times rarer. Despite it only being about 3 times better loot. It's also all the same loot as a normal Vault Key, just about 3 times more. The loot in it is about 2 to 5 times higher depending on the specific resource. Like for example, orbs are only twice as high, whereas some other things like gem I think is 3 times higher. If you other have different variables. But overall it averages to about 3 times better than a normal Vault Key. Despite the 10 times higher rarity. Okay, there was enough red to auto extra turn, and we landed one as well, if that wasn't already enough. Fortunately, no extra turn there, however this kills. Oh, a whole week ago. Yeah, some people got it within like the first day it came out. They were just like grinding, and it's like, oh, here's a free epic Volky. Unfortunately, we were not that lucky. We've grinded 2 whole Vault events and still haven't gotten it. This will be our 3rd one. Hopefully we'll get it this time. Because they did one very soon after the Vault buff was added. Then the normal timed Vault event. And this will be the 3rd one since the buffed up Pity Timer Vault event. And during all of those, we have yet to get an epic Volky. Actually, the percent of people is pretty low. If we go check it, I believe it's 0.3 or less. Where's that right now? It's really low. It might actually be the lowest one that's actually obtainable. Yes, it is the lowest one. 0.1. Oh, gosh. 0.1%. That is very, very low. The ones at 0% is not even possible currently until Wednesday. So, yeah. That is exceedingly low. 0.1% of all players have ever obtained a epic Volky. That is absurdly low. One thing I also find kind of odd is how low 30,000 renown is. 0.6% of players. So this one's low artificially just because it's so new. And this one's low artificially because it literally is not possible till Wednesday. In which case it should spike up to like 2%, if not higher. But yeah, the next hardest, of course, being the Metal 100 Troops. Should have that done hopefully in the next week or so. This theoretically can be done in about 100 hours if you just go and just grind endlessly. The best method in the game. It would get really tedious doing it for that long in a row, though. People don't like delves. True. I don't even do my daily delves anymore. I've stopped doing my daily delves for about like 6 or 7 months now. I haven't done daily delves. Maybe even longer than that. It's been actually almost probably a year since I've really bothered with daily delves. The problem is they never fixed doing daily delves for high-level players. They did something that they thought was a fix, which also wasn't a fix. They tend to do that a lot. Like, try fixing something, and then it fails to actually fix it. And then they just think that that fixed the problem, and then it didn't, and then they never address it again. That's pretty much what happened with delves. It was an issue even during beta testing. It was never addressed, and it's still an issue. And even though they tried addressing it with a the level 50 thing at a lower multiplier, it doesn't address the main problem of people camping level 20. And the fact that there's no good loot when you're just at 500 on every single delve. Let's see. But yeah, delves generally isn't done till end game content. So that might be one of the other reasons why it's not that high. Because I know on my Switch account, I had like a few thousand renown. And it was probably going to stay around there for a very long time. Like, it was super low, the total renown we had. So there are also a lot less delves at the time, but still, you don't really do that until much later in the game. It's one of the last things you kind of do when you're like, okay, I've maxed almost everything. Let's find something else to go get more stats. Oh, delves exist. Let's go do that finally. But yeah, delves, generally high-level delves you don't really do till way later in the game. Like 1,300 plus or so. Because the loot that you get for it relative to the amount of time and resources if you're gemming them is quite high and not normally worth it unless you just have more resources than you know what to do with. Because doing a single pure faction can cost, on average, around 2,510 gems. Give or take a little bit. But the average pure faction does come to that price. And there's eventually going to be 34 of them. Meaning if you were to do all of them at a 2,510 gem cost, that would end up coming out to math. Calculator, go. I can't do that in my head. 2,510 times 34. You could theoretically spend as much as 85,340 gems doing pure factions. I'm not sure how much I've spent, but I'm pretty sure by the end of it I would have spent around 50,000 gems. Maybe a little bit more. Might even be close to 60 or 70,000. However, that was over the course of like 2 years, though. You have to keep in mind. Alright, there we go. Let's go do Keizo. I think this will be the last chest we get for now. So if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. I'll move that over. Get her mana. Oh, open up. It's on a low level. Let me go fix that. I need that on 12, not 1. But yeah, any other questions, let me know. And tomorrow night, we'll go over all of Chapter 2, or sorry, Campaign 2, Chapter 2 tasks. I'll be going over tomorrow night. I don't think we get any good reward, similar to this week how we got no good rewards. However, we will still be going over it for the progression. It's always easiest to do the week of, especially since it's probably going to tell you to go kill Mambrasera or Yali some amount of times, and that's going to be easiest to do during the World Lore event that we're going to be having this week. It can be done under Explore 12 otherwise for Missa Scales. However, it'd be way easier to do it during this World Lore event since they pop up every 5 battles, guaranteed. Which I guess is technically kind of how I explore is too, so I guess it works out either way, doesn't it? Do you feel like the lore in the events is interesting? I haven't been reading it most of the time. I did initially, and then I kind of stopped. But no, they normally do pretty decent lore for the game. I used to read all the forum posts. I just hate that they're not compiled anywhere. I think there might be a third-party resource that does. Actually, I need to go double-check, but Gems of War database might have it, a list of it. I'm not sure if it's been saved anywhere, but Gems of War database would probably be the location if it was. Also, come on, Epic Volkey. Come on. We just killed a gnome. The chance it's an Epic Volkey is near 0. But it's not 0. It might be near 0. However, it isn't exactly 0. Oh yeah, you have immune, don't you? I should have killed you with the thing. Oops. We can do it now. Come on. Epic Volkey, go. You know how lucky we'd have to get to even get a Volkey, let alone an Epic Volkey? Aww. We got 20 Ultra Ingots. Fail. One question. Do you know if we will keep all those component weapons to craft new campaign mythic? You mean the mythic weapon? Yes, you should. Unlike any instance where you lost it when you used Heart of Rage for the mythic, you will keep it if you, you will end up keeping it if you end up doing it for the weapon. We know this because of how Dawnbringer was. Crafting the Dawnbringer did not make you have to recraft the other components, and it should end up being the same way. We don't have 100% confirmation on this, however, it should be the same way, in that you keep all the weapons that you use to craft the bigger weapon. There has never been a single instance in the history of the game where you could have a weapon and then not have a weapon. It's just not possible. I'm not even sure if they have it coded for that to even be possible. So it won't tear it away like it did for the troop. With the troop, it kind of made sense, and I was even warning people about it because it seemed very likely that it was going to be the case. But when it comes to something like a weapon, you will never lose your weapon once you own it. These weapons function a bit differently. We need purple, and I don't want to give him extra turn skull, so we'll just take that and give him a single skull that is an extra turn. Still gotta give him a skull. It's not an extra turn skull. Okay, I need to start pressuring him or something. We're in a little bit of a weird situation right now. Take that for now. None of these moves look too particularly good. He has so much brown accumulation. Too bad we have nothing on our team that uses brown, though. In all fairness, nor does he. Okay, let's just kill that out. And that's almost match. One more pokety poke will do it, and you're dead. That was a weird battle. Okay, final battle time. It's final chest of the stream. Hopefully it'll give us an issue or Anu. Oh, we'll take that. Grab our little bit of manas, get destroy there. Get our destroy on him so we don't have to deal with his score reduction, though we have enrage, so I guess it wouldn't matter. And there we go. Okay, moment of truth. Nisha or Anu, go. Oh, I got an Arania at least. Hey, we got a medal out of it as well. That could have been worse. Okay, that wasn't too bad, I guess. There we go. Anyways, guys, that'll probably wrap it up for tonight. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, we'll be going over all of the week 2 campaign tasks and going over everything that you need to do for those. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish it on the night of as well. Other than that, Wednesday is going to be a pretty big day. We might even do a midday stream, which we don't normally do for Gems of War on a Wednesday. However, if we're getting the new Valor event, we will be doing the Valor event in the around noontime or so. I'll also do it for a nightly stream. However, we will be doing basically 2 streams that day to go cover the brand new Valor event that was added in the most recent patch. Because that's the biggest thing that came in the most recent patch, even though we haven't had it yet, so we haven't really been able to go over it. But yeah, we'll be able to do that on Wednesday. Other than that, yeah, we got a Vault event this weekend, so if you have free time then. Wednesday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, great times to farm within Gems of War. Wednesday being for Arena, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday being for pretty much anywheres, particularly Explore. Yeah, it's some people still hate Arena. However, the loot might make it worth it. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to bear doing Arena. Like, it's not the worst thing, but it's a bit weird compared to the rest of the game. It plays like how the game was when it first started, but a lot more unbalanced. Like, the game was actually pretty decently balanced when it first came out, even though there was still some pretty broken stuff. But the balance of Arena right now is absurdly, horrifically bad, because no troops are actually made to be balanced in Arena. They're made to be balanced in the normal state of the game, which makes like things like boost ratios and stuff like that just absurdly overpowered in Arena. It's pretty hilarious. But yeah, I'll be doing that and go from there. But anyways, guys, we'll have the event video up sometime tomorrow as well, going over all the Soulforge and all that. Speaking of Soulforge, one last thing to probably mention, aside from finishing out the Ward Lore event and Bounty Hunter if you haven't already, don't forget, if you still want, its Iron Gut is still available. Obviously, we need 4,000 diamonds, but if you have it as of today and you don't have Iron Guts, it is advised to craft him. He is one of the best stealth troops in the game. Actually, the best stealth troop in the game if you're looking to get something to craft. Excuse me. And he ends up having Devour rate based on his attack, and often can reach over 100% chance to Devour, and ends up reaching 1,000 attack as well in some battles. Other than that, if you need something cheaper, Tesla is worth considering if you have no copies of her. Tesla is a great upstreaming troop, and if you're looking for a good way to do pretty much any battle that you are currently struggling with, like if you're still struggling with pet battles, dungeons, PvP, 3 trophies, even delves if it's applicable to red-blue, you can end up using Tesla. And she's really insanely good. She's basically like a Rowan to upskills based on based on their armor doing true damage. So overall, insanely good troop. One of the few legends I would say is actually worth getting. So don't forget, you still have those for the next 6 hours if you happen to have gotten enough diamonds for them. And if you didn't, don't forget that the pack is in the thing. You can get extra 80 from the thingy, which is advised from Arena. If you go, oh no, not from Arena. No, get out of here. Get out of here. No, recruit. No, 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 no. Get me out of here. No, get me out of here. Get me out of here! That's not what I wanted. Misclick. What I meant to click on was, what did I want to click on? Oh yeah, dungeons. I was literally on the right one. But don't forget, if you go under offer and you go under gem bounty, for 50 gems you get 80 diamonds. So if you're a little short, that can probably help close the gap. Also, I just ruined my size. Let me go fix that so I don't accidentally record the video tomorrow on the wrong size. There we go. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll have the video up at some point tomorrow going over all the weekly stuff. And then that main thing we have is this Wednesday. We're going to have the Valor event as far as next really big thing happening after that. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you soon. Goodbye, everyone. And thank you so much for watching.